Ethernet packets from our computer to the FPGA, where it then propagates through modules. Since we are unable to create the reverse relationship of sending an Ethernet packet from the FPGA to the computer, we designed a new way to view these outputted values from the matrix multiplication. So we have two ways of confirming that this is working, and I'll show it to you right now. So we have these lights right here. Each one represents a module and its completion. So once this gets implemented, you see how these first three light up. So these are initial ones that parse through a packet, and then you saw that these three lit up later, and these ones were the actual calculation. So this is loading the Ethernet bits into a representation that makes sense, and then it calculates, and then finally it outputs it. And now we have this 7-segment display. This part is the value. This is the output matrix row and column. And if we iterate through enough, we'll get some non-zero ones. There's a lot of zeros in here, however. Let's see. Click a little faster. Oh, just passed by one, and another one. But there we go, there's another one. So as you can see, these change every time I click because we're getting a new element, and this is the value representation of it.
Although we weren't able to see the output of our matrix multiplication back on the computer, we were still able to analyze the resource allocation and timing of our system, since, as Emma demonstrated, we are sure that it did compute. So for resource allocation, we only used 2% of the memory on the board and 8% of the LUTs available. This means that there's a large possibility of expansion and using more memory, and therefore doing more additions at once in order to increase the efficiency of our system, because currently the bottleneck mainly for doing computations is that we can only do one request to the VRAMs at a time, since we only have one VRAM per input matrix. So going forward, one optimization that could be done is to use multiple VRAMs for smaller sections of the matrix in order to have a more efficient system.